Hello, I'm Kelly, and welcome to Kelly Loves Books and Movies. And today, um, it is Christmas Day as I'm recording this. I'm out doing some Christmas Day birding, and I needed to warm up for a little bit because it's not really cold. It's like right about freezing, 31, 32. But when you're out there for a while, it still gets cold. And I'm very excited because I saw my first snowy owl today. That was my number one thing I wanted to see today. And now I went to a different location to warm up and look for some other owls. Yeah, I hope you and yours are having a safe and happy holiday season. And while I'm warming up, I thought I would record a review of P.S. I Hate You. Alright, I got this book from Reney at Beyond Books. I won her little contest. Um, she had gotten this for her book of the month, I think, and she read about, I don't know, maybe 100 pages or so, and it wasn't for her, so she decided she would give it away to someone who would read it and then make a review. So, I actually read it right away because it is also a December release, and I needed a December release to read in December for the hardest reading challenge you'll ever do. So as soon as I got it, I started reading it. And just a short synopsis. This is about Maddie, who is Maddie and Dominic. Maddie's older brother Josh passed away from cancer, and Dominic is his best friend. And part of his will, they needed to go and visit, I think, 8 places he'd never been, and they got a letter for each location, and they had to go to each and get there, read the letter, and do whatever it said. And Maddie hates Dominic because when they were younger, she was like 19, he was whatever, however old. She grew up they were best friends. Josh, Maddie's brother, and Dom were best friends as kids. And Maddie and Josh, no, not Maddie and Josh. Yes, Maddie and Josh, their parents essentially abandoned them, and they were raised by their grandmother, but their grandmother wasn't really all that involved either. She was not necessarily a great person, so they pretty much grew up hanging out with Dominic's family all the time. Dominic also has 2 younger brothers that are twins, and Maddie is also very close to them. So something happens when Maddie's 19 that makes her hate Dominic. She moves far away, and then, eventually her brother passes away. They meet back up at the funeral, and that's when they get these letters that tell them that Maddie and Dominic have to go to all these places and do what the letters say. That's the basis. Now, this is a romance, so you kind of know where it's going. I mean, it's a pretty by-the-numbers romance. I will say that I actually liked the book. I did not love it. One thing I really didn't like, I mean, I liked it because it pretty much is what it says. And I like a good romance here and there. I mean, I don't read a lot of romance, but every once in a while they are a fun read. And it was a fun read. But at the beginning, I really, 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 really did not like Maddie. She drove me crazy because she is just like the reason she has good reason to not like Dom, but when you're an adult now. You're like I think she's like 26, 27-ish in the book. So and she treats him, the way she acts is like she's like 14, and that drove me bananas. And I mean, she does improve as the book goes on, but still, I really kind of didn't like her. She was kind of, yeah, there were times I wanted to just kind of be like, shake her and be like, you are not 14 years old. You are like 20, late 20s now. Act like it. Yeah, I know. And I realized reading this book that I have, I have a lot more. Like, if I knew someone in real life like Maddie, I would be much more empathetic, and, I would have much more grace toward them, and I would still probably like them and be their friend, but I have. I have none of those things for fictional characters. I don't know why. I don't know what that says about me, but yeah, I have much less patience and empathy for fictional characters than I do with people in real life. And that's probably a good thing, at least on the real life version. But yeah, I can see how you would be irritated and give. And I was like, really, like, Renee said she kind of knew, like, I don't know, maybe 100 pages in or something, it was not for her. And even 100 pages in or so, I was like, I really don't like her. I don't really want to finish this either, but I will. And it did get better, and ultimately I did like it. Some of the places that they went were really cool. Like, one of the places is in Alabama. It's either Alabama or Arkansas. Off the top of my head, I can't remember. I lean Alabama. But like, they went to this place and at night, and they're like the like there are like worms, and they glow, and you go there at night and see all these glowing worms in this canyon, and that sounded really cool, and I want to do that. Now, I have, like, some of the things I've done, like they go to the Black Hills in South Dakota. I've done that. But the places they go are pretty cool, and I would like to do many of them. But yeah, overall, if you like romance books, I mean, it's pretty. You might like it. I mean, other than Maddie being kind of a. I don't even know how to describe her at the beginning. Immature. That's a good way to put it. Immature at the beginning. But she does get better. The book gets better. I always had liked Dom through the whole thing, even though he's not perfect either. But, um, yeah, the things they do for her brother, who they both adored, those were great. So there you have it. P.S. I hate you. Didn't hate it. Kind of liked it. If you like romance books, probably worth a read. Thanks for watching. See y'all next time.